Ethan pedaled through the quiet streets of his small town as the sun peeked over the rooftops. The morning breeze whispered through the trees. The world was just waking up, but Ethan's dreams had been wide awake for a long time. In the dusty garage, surrounded by old tires and worn tools, Ethan tightened the last bolt on a rusty engine. Grease stained his hands, but in his eyes, there was purpose. This wasn't the end. It was the beginning. Later that night, Ethan sat cross-legged on his bed, slurping cheap noodles while watching a TED Talk on his battered old laptop. The speaker's voice lit a spark inside him. He wanted to grow, to rise beyond limits. With trembling hands, Ethan signed up for an online course. The words "enrollment confirmed" blinked on the screen. A fire ignited within him. It was his first real step toward something more. Back in the garage, Ethan's coworkers laughed when they saw him studying during breaks. But Ethan just smiled. Let them laugh. He had a goal, and nothing would shake that. One night, Ethan stared at a failed test. Frustrated, he buried his face in his arms. But after a moment, he sat back up. Growth never comes easy, he reminded himself. And he wasn't giving up. With courage trembling in his fingertips, Ethan wrote his first blog post, starting from zero. He hesitated. Then clicked publish. His story was no longer just his, it was out in the world. A few hours later, a comment popped up. This inspired me. Ethan's eyes glistened. Just one person had read his story, and it made a difference. That was enough to keep going. Days passed, and the night came when Ethan finally saw his code run without a single error. He leapt up from his chair with a loud yes. In that moment, the world felt conquerable. One afternoon, his boss called him over to fix a computer glitch. As Ethan tapped away, the older man watched, surprised. "You've changed, kid," he said. Ethan smiled. "Yeah, I have." Then came the email, "You're hired." Ethan gasped, reread it twice, then shouted in joy. All those long nights, all that effort, it had led to this moment. Now in his bright little home office, Ethan logged into his first virtual meeting. "Hi everyone," he greeted, confident and calm. A new journey had begun. Ethan kept blogging, now with stories that uplifted others. Strangers wrote back, sharing their own dreams, their own battles. His words became a light for those still in the dark. Then, an invitation. "Would you speak at our seminar?" Ethan adjusted his webcam and took a breath. "Let's do this," he said. He was ready, not just to succeed, but to guide. One quiet morning, Ethan stood by the window. On his desk sat an old photo of the garage. He smiled, heart full. This journey wasn't about reaching the top. It was about choosing to climb, every single day.